Greetings, everyone. Let's talk AI, artificial intelligence. There you go. I said it, the elephant in the room. You either got a smile on your face when you heard it, or the hackles on the back of your neck stood up. It's a very polarizing topic in today's world. So I'm going to go over basically what the three different types of AI are and what some of the pros and cons are to clear some of this up. And you're either going to love this or you're going to hate it. Either way, stay tuned. Let's get started. So like I said a minute ago, there are three types of AI right now. I say that right now because science, technology, things change, not daily, but again, there may come up with a fourth or fifth or sixth down the road sometime. But essentially, we're talking about three types. One is called artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI, which is also known as weak AI. That's essentially what we're using in most of our AIs today, where it's designed to do specific narrow tasks, facial recognition. You input some questions with some variables, or they call it a prompt, and it will spit out some output for you based on what it has referenced, whether it's the internet or whether you input some white papers to read off of. So again, when we're talking about AI, that's essentially what we're talking about today. The next one would be artificial general intelligence, or AGI, referred to as strong AI, which hypothetically could match or exceed human cognitive abilities across a wide range of domains. As of yet, it has not been attained. So again, that's not really, it's something people worry about a little bit because it would cause concern when you figure an AI or a learning language model can actually make decisions similar to what a human would make. I think the one that really gets people fired up would be the third type, artificial superintelligence, or ASI, which is a theoretical level of AI that would surpass human intelligence in all aspects. So when people talk about computers or machines running the world, making decisions, being superior to humans, that's what they're talking about. And I think when people are very concerned about AI and what the unintended consequences could be and how detrimental it may be to individuals or society in general, this is what they're generally worried about, is the artificial superintelligence, which we're on the weak AI now. I'm not sure how close we are to the strong AI, but it hasn't been achieved yet. Theoretical is definitely down the road, and again, not sure what the prognosis is. I'm not a specialist in this field by any stretch, but again, that should give everybody cause to pause over what's the development at the rapid speed that it's going at now. Now that we have a pretty good understanding of what the definitions of AI are and the three different levels, let's talk about some of the cons, some of the things that people don't like about AI. The first one would be, first and foremost, I would say on people's minds, probably the job displacement. You hear all kinds of numbers about that. Oh, in the next 5 years, 30 to 40% of the workplace will be displaced by AI, which may or may not be true. There's AI can replace a lot of things that people do, but I think it's going to just do a paradigm shift as far as what labor is going to look like and what the people will actually have as jobs. I think it'll just sort of transition to other types of jobs. So I'm not sure that that's as big a deal. The next one would be deep fakes, or AI slop, as they would call it. A lot of people are concerned that the amount of AI that's being put out there that is emulating people in the public view, like Donald Trump doing the Dougie dance, which we know Donald Trump isn't going to do the Dougie dance. However, things of that nature, they're concerned that what's being put out there is being perceived as real, and it's hard to discern whether or not something is AI generated or real. Another one would be the environmental resources. They're worried that because of the immense amount of compute power that these AI models take, it's basically, we're back to where we were when we had the debate about people that were doing crypto mining. I would suggest that the biggest reason I think that most people are worried or concerned or don't like the progress that we're making with AI is the fact that if we do get to that super intelligence level, I think people are worried that what's going to happen if the machines take over. That's the the sci-fi shows that you see where monsters, machines are smarter than the people, and can reason on their own, and they take control of everything. And I think that, to me, at least in my estimation, would be the biggest concern for AI. I think the biggest reason people like AI is it makes their lives more efficient. It frees them up to do a lot more important or higher level things, either at home or in the office, by being able to assign smaller, minuscule tasks to the AI engines that take up 3, 4, 5 hours. AI may only take 5-10 minutes, but in the meantime, that frees you up to do other things. So I think efficiency is one of the big ones. You can also have it transcribe meetings for you. You can have it create outlines for meetings based on documentation that you have. You can also have it create job descriptions. I mean, it's endless what you can have these things do. There's used to be years ago when smartphones first became a thing, it used to be there's an app for that. Well, now there's an AI for that. If you want to create a AI avatar of yourself or something speaking, you can do that. If you want to create actual music, you can do that. If you want to create videos, you can do that. So I wouldn't say it's unlimited, but there's a lot more things that it's capable of doing right now than it was every iteration that comes out. Version 2, version 3, ChatGPT, Gemini, Nana Banana. It just gets better and better. Years ago, when I think it was Boston Dynamics showed that robotic dog doing backflips, I remember some guy I listened to on the radio said, "Just think, that's the worst it's ever gonna be." That's sort of like AI. If you're worried about it now, it's gonna get nothing but better. So again, I see a lot of benefits in it. Use it to your advantage. I got to the point to where I am in IT, and I wasn't anti-AI, but I didn't do much to promote it until I realized that people in the office are doing it quite often. And if I don't at least understand it, figure out how to use it, I'm falling behind. I'm not doing myself any justice. So I use it, I leverage it in some of my videos here. I do little things here and there. I don't use it widespread like a lot of people do. But another thing is, it's just this vast information of an Encyclopedia Britannica. I mean, you can pull up pretty much anything you want through a chat with one of the AI engines out there now. Caveat, there is a thing called hallucinations, and these AIs have been known to do this, where they will erroneously come up with some supporting documentation that they have created that is false. So it's funny how we call it they call it hallucinations. We would probably call it, oh, that's just a lie. At any rate, trust but verify. Make sure that the information, it can give you a lot of different information, and I would say most of it's probably pretty good, but make sure that you verify that it is good before you put your name on anything. And also make sure you're not plagiarizing. There are things that you need to do if you're trying to create documentation or music or anything. To safeguard yourself from getting sued over, basically laziness and stupidity for not doing a better job with the AI. You should have a pretty good handle on what the different levels of AI are and what is actually in use today. You've got some of the pros and cons. Cons being the bigger pile. I think people are a lot more concerned about what the unintended or negative consequences of utilizing AI is. To me, the bottom line is, I'm in IT, and I can't just ignore it. It's a part of everybody's life, and it's getting bigger and bigger every day. It would be irresponsible for me to bury my head in the sand over this and ignore it. So I'm choosing to embrace it to a certain degree. I don't believe in everything. I'm skeptical by nature. I will use it in a manner that I see fit. And if you choose not to use it, that's fine too. This is a personal decision everybody has to make. Some people love social media, some hate it. Some like Ford, some like Chevy. This is no judgment zone. So whatever you decide, just know this is a little bit of information for you, and there's a lot of different resources out there if you want to do some more digging to find out whether there's something it can do for you. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. If you found this video informative or entertaining, feel free to like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.